Your Grace.
You're familiar with my brother's chambers, aren't you? Certainly you've been here before. You looked rather confused when you came in, as if you didn't know where you were.
No, Your Grace.
No? I'm told you know these chambers as well as anyone. You're quite the curiosity, aren't you? You made it clear your loyalty was with Lady Marjorie, yet now you hardly serve her at all.
Have I displeased you, Your Grace?
I've heard things. I understand you've been quite busy. Tell me, do you consider yourself an honest, loyal handmaiden? One can never tell with you northern girls. Assuming an honest person exists in King's Landing.
It only matters what you think, Your Grace.
Don't try my patience. Insincerity will only make matters worse for you. I've done my best to keep an open mind about people like you. Yet, Lucan tells me you invited yourself to Tommen's coronation party. How exactly did that happen? It can't have been easy.
I do what's necessary, Your Grace.
Including using another girl to talk your way in, I'm told. You're not above using people to get what you want. Good. Why would you be so reckless as to risk your neck for what? It all seems rather careless, considering the consequences.
I'd rather not say, Your Grace.
You'd rather I didn't know about your issues with Lord Andros? You forget who I am. You've been such a busy little handmaiden. I assume Lady Marjorie knew nothing of this.
No, Your Grace.
This wasn't the first time you've hidden the truth from her. You've no qualms about lying to her, have you? Tell me the truth. Your secret is safe with me.
I have in the past, but I won't anymore.
You're a clever girl, aren't you? Perhaps I mistook your northern stubbornness for ignorance, but now I see there's more to you. You're a cunning girl, and perhaps you can help me.
Your Grace?
You're quite friendly with my brother Tyrion. I need you to speak with him before the trial begins. I want to know who he intends to call as a witness on his behalf. Consider it a favor to the crown, for which we will all be grateful.
I would be happy to, Your Grace.
It won't be easy. Tyrion is devious. You'll have to hide your intentions, otherwise he'll tell you nothing. You may prove to be a useful little bird to me, assuming you do as you're told. In return, I'll take care of your problem with Lord Andros.
Thank you, Your Grace.
I never liked the man anyway, and I doubt anyone will miss him.
You think we hired this boat for nothing?
I don't know. That was a rousing speech you gave, little brother. But who knows how much they heard. Ever since you left me to that dragon, I've given a lot of thought to staying here. Leaving you to your Westeros and your Foresters.
You have?
I was angry. But you're my family. No matter what. I'd follow you anywhere, little brother. Just try not to get us killed.
Think we'd let you live without us, Westerosi? They say your homeland is fat and prosperous. An orchard ripe for plucking.
We'll take what we want and kill anyone who stands in our way.
I hired you to kill Whitehills, not to do as you please.
Your war, your way. For now.
I'll show them their beds.
Beskar wasn't exaggerating.
Malcolm, you're here!
And you found your soldiers. Ironrath will be glad of your return. You came through for them. Just as I knew you would.
What should I tell Rodrik?
Tell him what I do for our house. Daenerys will eventually return to Westeros. If I can, I'd like to help her reclaim the Iron Throne. Imagine what an ally she'd be to House Forrester if she succeeds. Living here has made a better man of you, nephew. Perhaps the same will be true for me.
You don't know what your queen is gonna do. You're turning your back on your family when they need you most.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, Asher. But I've made up my mind. I'll send a raven ahead to Ironrath to let Rodrik know you sail for Westeros with, sellswords. My thoughts will be with you in the fight to come. Asher. Iron from ice.
How about fire and blood, Uncle? Isn't that what the Targaryens say?
Casting off!
Take this. It'll help loosen his tongue. But be careful. He's a tricky little bastard. If he figures out who sent you, he'll tell you nothing. I'll be listening to every word you say.
I ask for brawn, they send me a handmaiden. Well, you're here. You might as well come in. Let me guess. Your family is in grave danger, and you've come seeking my help? Not that I'd be of much use to you. As you can see, I'm at a bit of a disadvantage.
I thought we were friends, Lord Tyrion.
I thought so as well. Yet, here you are. You brought wine. How thoughtful of you. And you didn't even have to hide it. Doesn't smell poisoned.
Poisoned?
Cersei would love nothing more than to save herself the trouble of a trial. You don't expect me to drink alone, do you? They never let anyone in to see me.
Well, thank you, but I'd rather not. You go ahead.
Nonsense. I insist. Cheers. So, why are you here? It's rather unusual for a handmaiden to visit the Black Cells. Willingly.
Cersei.
I have to admit, I've always admired your honesty, but I suspect there's more to you than one might imagine. This is all a ruse, isn't it?
Sorry?
You're coming here. We both know you have an ulterior motive. You've come to set me free. It's the perfect plan. No one would suspect it of you.
I'm ready whenever you are.
I doubt we'd get very far. So, tell me. Cersei sent you, didn't she? I know I'm not wrong.
She left me no choice.
She never does. At least you had the courage to tell me the truth.
I told you not to run your mouth! Stupid girl. You're acting a fool.
Back off, Lucan.
Watch your tongue, girl.
We're not done talking, you imbecile. Give us a moment.
Imp.
What did my sister expect you would learn?
Who will testify on your behalf?
She's using you, and will continue to do so, until you no longer prove useful.
It's not as if I could refuse her.
Cersei is not someone to be trifled with. And what would Lady Marjorie make of your new friendship with my sister? I doubt she'd be pleased. Assuming she doesn't dismiss you immediately.
Lady Marjorie doesn't know. and I intend to keep it that way.
You're fooling yourself if you think it's your secret to keep. And without her protection, you're in a very precarious position.
What should I tell Cersei?
She knows the answer better than anyone. No one will testify for me. She's already seen to that. That is the truth of it. Not that it will help you.
I have to tell her something.
Then lie. Tell her I intend to call Sansa, Varys, Jaime. Give her a list of names and be done with it.
Enough of this nonsense! You're wasting my time! Out! Now!
I wish you well, Lady Mira. Be careful who you trust.
Rodrik? Rodrik, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Oh, Rodrik. I didn't know.
Talia, can't you knock?
Sorry, I should have. It's just, this is urgent, Rodrik.
I'm listening.
Last night, I was having nightmares. So
Go on, Talia.
I went back there. To the grove. And someone was there.
What do you mean?
Look.
This is a report. How many fighting men we have? Where Griff and the Whitehill garrison are being held. It even says what happened to Arthur Glenmore.
I know. It's everything. I couldn't believe it. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes...
You said you saw someone. Who?
Someone we trusted.
Talia, I need to know who it was.
He's like family, Rodrik. But it doesn't matter. He's a traitor. He endangered our house. You have to deal with him like you would any other man. I'm sure he had his reasons. But no reason is good enough.
He's given information to our enemies.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop him.
Just promise me you'll kill him, Rodrik. Anyone who would betray us like this deserves to die. I'm asking you as your sister.
I give you my word, Talia. The traitor will get what he deserves. Now, tell me.
Come with me. He's in the Great Hall.
Go get the guards.
My lord, you scared me after. So you know. I didn't mean for you to learn this way.
You betrayed us, Duncan! After everything my family's done for you!
What I did for your own good. For House Forrester. For your father's legacy!
And what about Garrett? You sent him to the wall for this house!
I sent him there because I had to. Believe me, I didn't want to do any of this.
Why did you do it at all?
Because you're reckless, Rodrik! Just as Ethan was. Choosing that warmonger Royland as his sentinel.
Ethan was a boy.
But you're not. And you've been endangering this house since the day you got home. Refusing to kiss Lud's ring, even though you knew he'd retaliate. Pushing this house toward war, despite all common sense. And now, getting Arthur killed.
Enough, Duncan!
You're not a leader. You're a wounded soldier trying to prove he's still a man. I'm actually trying to save this family. Everything I've done for them.
And the North Grove. Did you tell them about that too?
No. They've never even heard the name. I've kept the secrets that mattered.
The only thing that matters is that you swore an oath to obey me. And you broke it.
I swore to obey your father. He commanded respect. All you command is violence. This house is doomed with you in charge. Oh, and you know it. Hurts me to say that. But I wish you'd never crawled off that corpse cart.
Shut your fucking mouth.
As I said.
Duncan, how could you?
My lord, Griff's gone. Someone helped him escape.
Was this your doing? Lud was going to ambush you at the exchange. I did it to save your life.
But Ryan...
Duncan, I trusted you!
Let's just get this over with.
What do you want me to do with him, my lord?
Rodrik, you promised.
Kill me, and I won't be able to help you save Asher. He's in danger, Rodrik.
What do you mean?
I know Lud's plans. Spare my life, and I'll tell you everything.
Please, Rodrik.
Perhaps we should hear him out.
He's only saying that to save himself.
Whatever you decide, temper your anger with wisdom. If not for my sake, then for your families.
It was the right thing.
What Duncan said. We have to warn Asher.
We can't, not if he's at sea.
My lord, what do we do?
Prepare the horses. We're going to war.
Fight for the foresters! Fight for the good! Hey ho, North for ho! We'll fight for the riches and iron ore! Fight for the foresters!
You smell that? We're almost there, Wesker. Let's have a look.
Come on, break it up!
Save your lovemaking for below deck.
They listen to you. Barely. But what happens if your lord brother decides he's the one in charge once we're at Ironrath? Do you expect them to follow his orders? Or will it be you commanding them? They don't know him.
Doesn't matter if Rodrik's lord of our house. These are my soldiers to lead.
Huh? You may want to start by telling them your brother's not to be harmed. He hasn't had a chance to win them over like you have.
Point taken.